feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
When a single voice can silence an entire hall, you know you're witnessing something extraordinary. That's exactly what happened when a video of Chaun Wu, South Korea's multi-talented idol, emerged, showing him performing during a military parade inside a grand hall. Dressed in striking red uniform of the military band surrounded by disciplined ranks, Chaun's voice soared above the regimented order, carrying a song that stirred something deep within everyone present. The moment was raw, emotional, and utterly captivating, transforming an ordinary parade into a memory that would ripple far beyond the barracks. Chaun Wu's journey into the military began on July 28, 2025, a milestone that marked a dramatic shift in his glittering career. Known for starring in hit dramas like My ID is Gangnam Beauty and True Beauty, as well as being a member of the boy group Astro, his enlistment was closely watched by fans worldwide. But this performance offered something rare, a glimpse of Chaun adapting to military life not just with discipline, but with warmth, charisma, and a sense of camaraderie that transcended rank and uniform. The scene itself was cinematic. The high ceilings of the hall amplified every note, turning the space into an unexpected concert venue. His song floated through the air, gentle yet powerful, contrasting beautifully with the strictness of the environment. It was more than music. It was a gift to his fellow soldiers, a moment of stillness and connection amid the demands of military life. The smiles, nods, and glances exchanged between his comrades spoke volumes about the unity that music can inspire, even in the most structured settings. Chaun's position in the military band was no accident. In May 2025, he auditioned for it and secured his place, determined to bring his passion for music into this new chapter of his life. The red uniform with its sharp lines and bold presence became his canvas, a way to paint resilience and solidarity through song. It was an unexpected blending of artistry and duty, proving that creativity can thrive even under the strictest protocols. Yet, the viral video also ignited debate. Some questioned whether such a performance fit within the rigid framework of military protocol, fearing it could undermine discipline or distract from the core goals of training. Critics wondered if a celebrity's presence might create unintended divisions between soldiers. However, his active participation in grueling training and his genuine integration into the unit had already silenced most claims of favoritism. Despite the controversy, the overwhelming public and military reaction was positive. Many saw the performance not as a breach of protocol, but as a bridge, something that brought soldiers closer together and reminded them of the world beyond the base. In a place defined by rules and routines, moments like these can restore morale and strengthen bonds in ways that no manual can teach. This event also raises broader questions about fame and service in South Korea, where military duty is seen as a rite of passage for most young men. What happens when someone used to global stages must serve alongside those who have only known civilian life? Chaun's performance suggests that fame, when paired with humility and genuine intent, can be a unifying force rather than a divisive one. The power of that song extends far beyond the parade hall. It serves as a reminder that art and music have the ability to cross boundaries, geographical, cultural, and even institutional. In a system built on hierarchy, a single melody managed to make everyone in the room equal, if only for a few minutes. That's the kind of magic that lingers long after the applause fades. As Chaun continues his service, set to be discharged in January 2027, the world watches with anticipation. His journey is now more than just the story of a star fulfilling his duty. It's a narrative about resilience, adaptability, and the unexpected places where connection can be found. His military chapter is shaping up to be just as compelling as his years on stage. One thing is certain, Chaun Wu's story is far from over. If this performance is any indication, the next chapters will be filled with the same authenticity, artistry, and emotional resonance that have always defined him. And when he eventually steps back onto the global stage, he will carry with him the lessons, bonds, and memories forged not under spotlights, but under the weight of shared service and the unifying power of song. Beyond the viral clip, what many people don't realize is the sheer amount of preparation and discipline that went into that single performance. Chaun Wu's time in the military band isn't simply about singing on command. It involves rigorous rehearsals, mastering ceremonial protocol, and blending seamlessly into a team where every movement is synchronized. For someone used to the freedom of the entertainment industry, adapting to this structure requires humility, patience, and an ability to put the collective above the individual. It's also worth noting the symbolic weight of the red military band uniform. While visually striking, it comes with a set of expectations, representing the honor and heritage of the unit, maintaining perfect posture, and carrying oneself as a model of discipline. For Chaun, this uniform is both a physical and emotional reminder of the dual roles he now plays, artist and soldier. Each time he wears it, he embodies not just his personal identity, but also the identity of the team and the institution he serves. Another layer to this story is how Chaun Wu's performance reflects the evolving role of celebrities in South Korea's military culture. While some might see an idol in uniform as a publicity stunt, the reality is far more complex. By actively participating in the band and embracing the same duties as his peers, Chaun is redefining what it means for public figures to serve, showing that they can be both role models and equals in the barracks. There's also the emotional toll of service that fans rarely see. Military life is physically demanding, but it's the psychological adjustments, living away from family, adapting to communal life, and finding purpose in repetitive routines that truly test a person's resilience. For Chaun, music becomes more than just a passion. It's a lifeline, a way to preserve his sense of self while fully committing to his duties. This experience may also reshape his artistry in profound ways. When you've performed in front of thousands of screaming fans, it's easy to measure success in volume and scale. But in the military, a single nod of appreciation from a fellow soldier, or a moment of shared laughter during practice, can be just as rewarding. These small but powerful interactions could influence how Chaun approaches his music and acting career after discharge, giving his work a deeper sense of authenticity. The public fascination with this story also speaks to a broader cultural truth. People are drawn to moments when walls come down. In a setting where hierarchy and formality rule, Chaun's performance was a rare crack in the armor, revealing vulnerability, joy, and shared humanity. It's a reminder that even in the most structured environments, art can create space for emotional connection. Of course, balancing this humanity with military protocol is a constant tightrope. While his performance was embraced by many, the controversy it sparked shows the ongoing tension between personal expression and institutional discipline. Navigating this balance successfully will be crucial for Chaun as he continues his service, especially under the watchful eye of the public. What's especially intriguing is how this chapter could influence his long-term career narrative. When he eventually returns to the entertainment industry, his audience will not only remember him for his polished roles and chart-topping hits, but also for the image of him in uniform, singing with conviction in a place where such moments are rare. That image could become a defining symbol of his versatility and humanity. The experience also deepens his understanding of connection. In the entertainment world, connection often feels one-directional. Fans admire from afar. In the military, connection is built through shared hardship, teamwork, and mutual reliance. This two-way bond may give Chaun new insights into building relationships with his audience in more genuine and impactful ways. Ultimately, Chaun Wu's military band performance is more than just a viral moment. It's a chapter in a much larger story about identity, service, and the unshakable power of music. It's about a man navigating two worlds that couldn't be more different, finding ways to bring light, warmth, and artistry into a place defined by discipline and duty. And as his journey continues, one can't help but wonder how many more of these unexpected, unforgettable moments lie ahead. One aspect that hasn't been fully explored is the significance of the song itself. While the exact title was never officially confirmed, those present described it as a gentle yet powerful melody, one that carried themes of hope, perseverance, and unity. This choice was no accident. Chaun Wu has always been intentional about his musical selections, understanding that certain songs can act as emotional anchors in challenging times. By performing it in such a setting, he wasn't just showcasing his vocal skills, he was sending a message to his comrades that they weren't alone in their journey. Another important point is how his fellow soldiers viewed the performance from the inside. Interviews with those present reveal that the moment wasn't perceived as a celebrity spectacle, but rather as an act of camaraderie. Many appreciated that Chaun didn't position himself as a star above them, but as one of them, a soldier first, artist second. This humility may be one of the key reasons why his presence in the unit has been so positively received. Behind the scenes, life in the military band is far from easy. Members are often called to perform in high-pressure ceremonial events, where any mistake, no matter how small, can be noticed. For Chaun, this meant adapting to a stricter rehearsal process than even his entertainment career demanded, with an emphasis on precision, timing, and collective harmony. In many ways, these skills mirror the discipline required on stage, but here the stakes are tied to national representation rather than personal branding. The global reaction to the video also deserves mention. International fans, many unfamiliar with the realities of South Korea's mandatory service, were struck by how seamlessly Chaun blended artistry with duty. For some, it served as a cultural bridge, offering a glimpse into how deeply military service is woven into the national identity, and how, even in such a framework, personal expression can shine through. This, in turn, has sparked conversations about how other countries view service, fame, and patriotism. Lastly, the ripple effect of this moment may extend beyond Chaun Wu himself. Younger idols who will eventually face enlistment could see his example as proof that service doesn't have to mean stepping entirely away from one's passion. Instead, it can be a period of growth, connection, and creative reinvention. Chaun's ability to harmonize his dual roles as both soldier and artist might very well set a precedent for how future celebrities navigate the intersection of public service and personal identity.